All right, we left you guys with a little bit of a teaser last time, but for real now, this is the story of how I was kidnapped by the Mexican cartel. So it all started off first day landing at the airport, getting into Cabo, getting into Mexico. I'm with my older brother and my cousin from Hong Kong, foreigner. Okay, not well. First, none of us three are that familiar with Mexico and the customs and what's socially accepted and not in the country. But let's just say my Hong Kong foreign cousin was even less aware of the things going on and what is socially accepted or not uh, in other countries. So immediately after landing, uh, as any other person in Cabo would do, we immediately had to hit up the airport bar, no questions asked. I didn't even have to say anything. The second we walked outside, for reference, for those who haven't been to Mexico, not the biggest airport. The customs and shit takes forever, but the second you get outside to, I don't know, take an Uber, like a shuttle to wherever you're going, there's no bullshit, 6 bars immediately outside. There are 6 bars right there. I'm also going to go on record and say that they're the most expensive bars in Cabo, 100%.
Outside of the bar that's inside the airport.
There is none.
Okay. That's when you said
There is
the
none.
airport bar. That's what I was assuming was
There is
inside
none.
the
Yeah,
airport.
yeah. But these outdoor bars, let's just say we got there and we weren't quite familiar with the dollars to pesos exchange rate. Wasn't entirely sure. So the first bar we see, it said, a nice little Corona, 250 pesos. That's about, if I have my math correct, I think that's like $12 for a beer. We didn't drink beers though. We took shots, and those were, I don't know, 450 pesos per. Which
Per
is
each
like,
one, $20.
which is like a fuck. Carry the 2, carry the 3, like $80. It was like an $80 shot. And we
I hope
order
you were
around.
getting the top shelf.
Well, get ready. This is the best part of the pre-show story. This is how we ran in with the cartel. So we're with our Hong Kong cousin. We get our shots. My brother and I, we take them. My cousin, he just sniffs the shot, immediately throws up, vomits everywhere. Now, good thing it's outdoors, okay? I also am starting to think that maybe they don't have indoor bars because the risk of just booting anywhere random at will. Let's just keep those outside. Make it an easier cleanup. I now that I'm putting it together, I think
Adds
that's
up.
why it's all outside. But my cousin, no bullshit, just sniffed the tequila everywhere. Throws up. So it was like no seating. It was like a standing walk-up bar.
Yeah.
And he just throws up on the fucking counter of this shit. Now, remember, guys, it was my 21st birthday, and I'm not going out like a wuss, okay? I'm not going out like a little baby, all right? So I took my cousin's shot right there. It was literally, the bottom of the cup was like in a little pool of vomit. I didn't care. I was not letting that 450 peso shot go to waste, okay? So I took it. And I took it like a fucking man, all right? And I'm still here, baby. I'm alive. I made it through. I made it through the wire. All I got to say. But then immediately after the Mexican cartel, they see him throwing up. They immediately search my cousin's bag, find multiple cases of meth, of ketamine, of every drug you could possibly think of. He was arrested. Then we had our run-in with the cartel. It took us, no bullshit ever. We were only there for 4 days. It took us 72 hours to get him out from the cartel's control. The whole trip got ruined by my cousin not being able to, let alone take a shot, but sniff a shot of tequila. So that's where we're at. And if you couldn't tell, I'm obviously fucking joking
Joking.
about all
Yeah,
of
he's
this,
joking.
but this is the actual fun little story. So this is the story of how I thought I was gonna watch a Lil Jon, and it ended up being a way cooler person. So first night we get in Mexico, My brother, my cousin, and I, that part's true. I was with my brother and cousin. We didn't have any cash on us first day. Not a good idea. Didn't have any cash on us. We just had card. Thought as some Cabo spring breakers, that's all you needed. No. So the first place we go to, the famous legendary Mango Deck, which I was not quite aware of how famous this place was. But when we walked into the place, they have a bunch of paintings or drawings of famous celebrities that have been there. And my personal favorite that they had hung up right dead center, and I know they did on purpose, was Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That was the main couple that they were highlighting.
Well,
and
done.
While at Mango Deck, the first day there, we had a lovely waitress, and I already forgot her name, but she comes up to us and she's telling us that Mango Deck's supposed to have an artist performance on Tuesday and Wednesday. This is Monday. She tells us it's Lil Jon, and when my brother, cousin, and I, when we heard Lil Jon, we started laughing our ass off. Like, what the fuck? We're not coming to watch Lil Jon. I'm not trying to get out of my mind. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. All right. But then she told us, yeah, tickets are only $20 too. So then we were like, oh wait, that doesn't sound that bad. So while we were leaving, we asked the people at the front, so what about this Lil Jon performance tomorrow? And the guys were like, oh, it's not Lil Jon. He was last week. It wasn't that great. We're like, so who is it then? As a houseboy, okay, this is to all my houseboys out there. This is to everyone who knows about Fisher. Everyone knows about Chris Lake, and of course, Fred again. The people at the front tell us Paul Fisher, fucking Fisher, is going to be performing on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday is my 21st birthday. Also, keep that in mind. Immediately, we ask, oh my, Fisher, what the fuck? That's not Lil Jon. This is a way different conversation we're having now. And we asked how much. I don't care. I'll literally pay anything to watch Fisher. The guy goes, Tuesday sold out, but I could still get you some tickets for probably like $150 each. I'm like, $150 each? What the fuck? Who do you think I am? This is the Waterboy podcast. We're not anything crazy here. I don't have that type of money to spend on Fisher. I would have spent it though. But he tells us he'll be coming back on Wednesday, my birthday. And those tickets were $20. Tuesday, kind of a down day, but that's okay. Well, we did go to El Squid Row, which I think a lot of people might be aware of.
Yeah.
My favorite part about El Squid Row, I'm not going to talk about this that much because everybody who's been to Cabo has their own stories. But my favorite part about going to El Squid Row was seeing all the 50 and 60-year-old adults trying to act like 20-year-old kids. Really off-putting, really, really uncomfortable for me, to be completely honest. I also just wanted to say, I think if I try to go to Cabo next year, I'm too old for the general public there. There were more 16 and 17 and 18-year-old kids there than college students.
That's a little unsettling.
That is fact. That is just truth. No debate there. Also, the one place we were at some like little day thing, and they had a little BP tournament set up. So my cousin's like, let's go in it. We go check it out. They're all 13-year-old kids. What wasn't
They're running the
what
tables.
are we doing?
They're running the tables. This is a land.
They were disgusting. They were really fucking good. I had no shot. But finally, go to see Fisher on Wednesday, on my birthday now. While at Fisher, when you walked in, this place, I'm a beer guy. They had a card, cash only if you wanted beer. Once again, we did not have cash. We're not very smart, if you guys couldn't tell. And by we, I mean me, my brother, and my cousin. We didn't have cash again, so I could only drink like hard liquor drinks, which I hate. I know, guys, I'm a bitch. I know, I hate hard liquor. But I was on the verge.
Well, let's clarify. That was the first time that you'd ever tried hard liquor still. So
yeah, I found that out.
That was the first time.
This shit.
Yeah.
Okay. My brother's like, let's get a vodka soda. Pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, see, I don't know anything.
He doesn't know.
The guy pouring it in looks at us, he goes, hey, you guys are big, strong guys. I'll pour this one strong. No bullshit, Everett. 80% of this drink was just fucking vodka. 80%.
That's called a triple, buddy.
Literally one sip of the shit, I was almost throwing up dead. But this is the final part of the story. Right before Fisher began, I was on the fucking devil's doorstep. Okay, it was about to be a bad 21st birthday, and then Fisher came on, Everett, and everything changed. It was like any type of pain I was feeling from that fucking triple vodka soda was all gone, and my dreams came true watching Fisher. Everything that I could have ever hoped for just came to be. And I think there's no better way to segue the end of my Mexico story with the start of the podcast than bringing up that I was there when Mexico was playing in the World Baseball Classic. And let's just say not a single fucking person in Cabo gave a flying fuck that Mexico was playing in the World Baseball Classic. I kind of wanted some more pride. We didn't get it. But I think it's time to go over the most exciting team in baseball. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very, very, very special episode of the Waterboy podcast. Today it is episode 102. And Everett, we're done with that bullshit first round, the real bracket. We're here to talk about the real stuff, the second chance bracket. Let's talk about what really matters. That's what we're here for today. A lot of news. We got to go over pro day shit, Everett. You were making waves throughout the media landscape with your outfits at the Tulane Pro Day. And then, of course, the most exciting, I think I have this right. Didn't fact check it, but I think I got this right. Yesterday's World Baseball Classic final was the most watched baseball game of all time. I have no facts to back that up. I heard this on Twitter from a user named, let me get this right, Bobby6289436. He has 4 followers.
You learned, sorry, repeat that. You learned what from a man with 4 followers?
Yesterday's World Baseball Classic final between USA and Japan was the most watched baseball game in the history of the world, according to Bobby6843296 with 4 followers.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me considering how much of Japan I expect was probably watching it. Japan is very, very heavy into baseball from what I
did see
heard.
This, that 97.4% of televisions in Japan were watching the World Baseball Classic final. And that game started at 8 a.m. Japan time.
They love baseball, and also they're heavy on national pride. And if there's any team that's playing in anything, it could even be like a pickleball tournament. They'll be fucking cheering them on. So
I was also just thinking, when it comes to like the World Baseball Classic, I think it's scheduled every 3 years. Could be wrong on that. But yeah, I feel like the way baseball careers work, when you're at your like peak, you might only have 1 or 2 years like really being at your peak. I'm saying
I don't know about people, that.
There's a good chance. Well, how long would you say baseball players are in their prime for?
It's dependent on position and player, but like, if you're talking pitchers is not going to be that long. But if we're talking like first baseman, I mean, shit, Freddie Freeman probably could play in like 3 or 4 of them.
Yes, but this is the thing. So Freddie Freeman, he obviously ended up playing for Team Canada.
Yeah, obviously.
But I'm also pretty sure if he did play for Team US, he wouldn't have started. They would have given.
No, but also like Mookie probably can play in another one, maybe even probably not one on top of that, but he probably could have played in one before this, playing this, but he probably could play in like 3 of them, maybe 4. So
yeah, I'm like Mike Trout, yes, like 100%.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking though is a guy like Kyle Schwarber, okay? In 3 years, I'm not sure if Schwarby's going to be getting that DH starting spot.
The point though, but that's why I said it's position based though. Like a DH is not the same.
My whole point is like, for a lot of these guys, you might not have this opportunity to start for your team every 3 years. You might not get that chance. So I'm kind of all for the World Baseball Classic. Everyone's obviously been debating about it. I just think though,
okay,
when it comes to the World Baseball Classic though, Everett, in last night's game, both team captains, which, Mike Trout, Ohtani, I guess, well, they are the best players in baseball right now, the two of them. They happen to play for the same team, Everett.
Yeah, it's actually amazing. Like it's really hard to have the two best players in baseball be on the same team. You'd expect. I assume that team has to be winning like every year, at least making deep
At
playoff
least making the
runs.
playoffs
Yeah,
or
making deep
runs,
playoff runs.
correct?
Yeah. Like, I mean, shit, if you're talking about the bet, like, look at the Golden State Warriors when they had KD, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. Like, they're fucking running that shit like it's nothing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Put some respect on Zaza Pachulia's name. Hold up. That
I
was the
mean,
star of
he
the
was
team.
an all pro. He was a
Festus Ezeli was a
nomination.
great basketball player. Okay. But the Angels, of course, the World Baseball Classic final turns into a classic Angels debate of how awful that organization is ran. Just Mike Trout right now, he cares more about the Eagles than he does the Los Angeles Angels. Every time a new season starts, he's like, "Fuck, I just can't wait till August when the Eagles are playing again."
A stat that I got after the end of the World Baseball Classic last night.
I do not know what
This
stat
is
you might
gonna
know.
this is going to make you even more impressed with Mike Trout and even more pissed off with the
Oh,
Angels.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
This is from Codify, which is an analytics source for baseball.
Yeah.
Um, Mike Trout has only had 24. Sorry, has only had three swinging strikes, three swinging strikes. So
Yeah.
strikeout basically swinging, right? So he struck
Yes.
out swinging in 24 of his 6,174 MLB appearances.
Yeah, pretty solid.
For reference,
Uh,
obviously, we have. It's hard to hit a baseball, right? A lot of people strike out. Normally, you're batting 300, so you're hitting it not that often. What 3 out of every 10 pitches? Mike Trout strikes out swinging 0.003% of the time.
wasn't that 3 swing and misses in an at bat?
Yes. So yeah. So
yeah, Mike Trout's pretty good at baseball. I feel bad for the dude though. I mean, you're just posted up in Anaheim losing all the time.
and he's got to deal with California taxes, like,
And there's a good chance Ohtani's gone next year too. So now he's just really just by himself again. Like we got to do a 30 for 30 on just like the mental health of Mike Trout. Like I just want to know how I know you hate the Eagles, but fuck, it must have been so tough watching the Eagles just lose the Super Bowl and then you go out losing the World Baseball Classic final. You're going to go win, I don't know, 12 games next year with your team. Like that sucks. That's depressing.
at least he's not a
I feel
Chargers
bad
fan.
for Mike Trout. Jesus Christ, dude, what the fuck? That was just fucking mean. It was so mean. What the hell? Last thing I just want to say about the World Baseball Classic. God fucking damn it, Trey Turner. Why couldn't you have done this? Why couldn't you have done this?
Oh, and Mookie. I just want to throw that out. And Mookie.
Bro, I'm fucking Mookie dude. Okay.
I should have known when it's a clutch moment. He was expected, had to put runners in position, maybe drive a run in. It's the ninth. I should have just known that he was gonna hit a double play. I should have known.
It's he's gonna start the year off just so fucking hot like he does every year. He'll probably have 22 home runs by the start of June. And then he's just gonna cool down so fucking hard second half. And we're all just gonna be sitting here right back to square one. Like, what the fuck? Where do we even go from here? I don't even know. But yeah, that's enough baseball talk.
Thank you.
Also next week. God damn.
Oh,
that shit snuck up.
Hey.
Whatever. Time to talk about the real important stuff. Everett, Tulane Pro Day. Which day was this? Was this on Monday?
Last Thursday.
Oh, last Thursday. Holy fuck. So Everett, you had some really interesting pictures surface the internet. I know Adam Schefter reported about it. You had quite an interesting look. Now, first things first, I love the towel over the shoulder look, a little casual, like, hey, I'm just busy. Here. I'm working hard.
Yeah, it's my bib. It's my bib.
I'm not wearing this towel like on my waist or anything, trying to look cool. No. This is all purpose. This shit is being used. Second thing though, Everett, which I personally, and more so our unnamed intern, really didn't appreciate. Couldn't help but notice that you were wearing our brand new Waterboy bucket hats for Pro Day. What the fuck?
Well, those are in prototype right now. You and I were actually the only people that were supposed to know about that, coming from our PR department. So you're gonna have you're nope. You're having nope.
You were supposed to showcase it last Thursday. Everett.
You can have a fun conversation with our PR department about that one.
Let's just say our PR department might be a little downsized right now. It might only be our unnamed intern, but I don't think he's gonna like that. I don't think
well, while you were celebrating in Cabo for your birthday, the unnamed intern, our PR department, actually informed me that they are not ready to go and that they should not be released until they are ready.
We wanted to tease it. And by we, I mean unnamed intern wanted to tease it. We're not making any money off this, by the way, guys.
It is all to the unnamed intern. This we did kind of fuck up that contract. Yeah, that's why he really wants the bucket hats. He really wants the bucket hats.
Yeah, I mean he's trying to use our name, image, and likeness. It's kind of bullshit. But okay, back to the Pro Day. Everett, I just want to hear more real stuff. Tajay Spears, how'd he look? How many people were out there? Did Michael Pratt throw? Did he get out of his class? Let's find out.
No, Michael Pratt is an academic weapon. He is an academic weapon and an athletic weapon, but also an academic weapon.
God, I have a great story of when my brother helped Amon-Ra cheat on a micro econ test, and then he got academic All-American Pac-12.
That might need to be after that. I'm not gonna lie. You.
Oh my God! This reminded me. Holy. Okay, we might need to pause this.
Yeah. Tell that story. Okay. We need that story.
So yeah, fuck. I don't care. They're all out of college. This is the story of how my brother turned Amon-Ra St. Brown into an academic Pac-12 All-American. It was my brother's junior year of college. Fuck, like literally 4 years ago, like 5 years ago, a long time ago. My brother's in a micro econ class at USC, and the micro econ class at USC pretty oversized. There's like fucking 150 kids per class. It's not even a class. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? But my brother's in a class. Amon-Ra's in that class. According to my brother, he wasn't really aware Amon-Ra was in that class until like 2 weeks before the semester ended. But on the day of the final, my brother's sitting next to Amon-Ra St. Brown. My brother's posted up, you know, he's not going to say like, yo, what up, man? Love your shit. No. My brother's all business when it comes to micro econ. Amon-Ra, though, I'm pretty sure they had a big game coming up. Okay. They had like Stanford on the map or something. They had like UCLA on the map. I'm not sure, but it was a big week of prep. He didn't have much time to study. So Amon-Ra, right before the test, turns to my brother. He's like, hey man, can you help me out here? And my brother, to this day, it's the biggest compliment he's ever received in his life. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra doesn't know my brother at all. Doesn't know a damn thing about him. He literally stereotyped and profiled my brother and was like, you look smart. I'm going to cheat off you. It was the biggest compliment my brother had ever received in his life. So, of course, my brother's like, you fucking got it, bro. I got you. And Amon-Ra was an academic All-American Pac-12 that semester.
That's fucking hilarious.
So I'm sorry for cutting off the Michael Pratt story.
No, that's hilarious. That's fucking great.
That shit I will never forget. Well, I did forget it.
That will be a perfect clip for this week. That's a clip. That's a clip. Clip that. All right. But no, I mean, Pratt did not throw. Pratt had other academic obligations. So we had Kai and Carson both throw. Both did a very good job. So Tajay looked great. I'm a little pissed off with our landscaper crew that was hired because they decided to put a new turf right before all of this. And I guess we just hired the landscaping crew from the Super Bowl this year because that shit
State Farm Stadium.
Yeah, everybody was slipping. And it's nice. Just like,
nice.
Like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, what? they're pulling out rakes and stuff, trying to like get the get the turf to not be like.
So I'm not a sod father myself. I'm not quite familiar. You like that term, by the way?
Sod
I'm not
father?
quite
Yeah, it's pretty
familiar
good.
when it comes to, properly maintaining a grass field or a turf field, but was there like too many like beads on the turf? Like
I'm not gonna. I do not know. I
I'm
have
just
no idea.
interested.
I don't know. I literally don't know. But
Yeah,
like,
we're not sod fathers on this
no,
podcast.
I have zero clue. I might know a lot about other stuff, and I'm a smart person, but I have zero clue
Turf.
what the fuck's
Yeah,
going on with turf.
that's not
That's
our thing.
that's not my area of expertise.
Yeah,
But
we can't
overall,
give you much insight.
um,
Sorry.
maybe our unnamed intern can do that for us. Big sod
Shea
head.
look good though.
Shea looked great. Deuce looked great. Everybody looked great. Everybody had a great performance.
Dorian
Looked great.
good.
They like all Nick looked fan-fucking-tastic. Nick showed up and showed out. I'll give you that.
Well, also we're gonna get ahead of this now. I saw a lot of just tweets coming out about a new true freshman running back at Tulane. I already forgot his name. I apologize, but Everett,
Duda.
he is.
Duda.
Sorry,
Duda.
Duda.
Duda. His name's Duda.
Duda. That's a sick ass name.
It's his nickname, but yeah,
That's
Duda.
a football name. That's his real name, Everett. Duda. This guy is him. Okay, mark my words. The 2027 NFL draft, Duda is going to turn your fucking career around. Duda is the second coming of LaDainian Tomlinson. All right, Duda is going to put your team on the map. You can take him top 5 and he will not be ran to the dirt like Zeke was after 3 years. Okay. He will keep on going. Okay.
Yeah.
Promises
Duda Barnes.
and promises
Duda
will
Barnes.
be delivered. Okay. While you're on the subject of that Tulane shit, the Rain's back in LA. Quick thing. USC had their pro day yesterday, Everett. Did you see the field?
Yeah. You sent me a picture of this. They looked like they were getting ready to go to Minnesota. They play them in the Big Ten.
I mean, this is even more on brand with the USC, but you would have thought the rowing team was going to give their scouting combine performance out there, not the football team. But oh my God. So USC, they don't have an indoor facility. And I mean, why would you if you're in California?
California, yeah.
Other than right now when it's raining like it's fucking Seattle.
It's also not like you can use the Rams or Chargers facilities because they also don't have indoor facilities.
God, no. Oh, hell no. The outdoor.
It might be worse.
Those field conditions were better than whatever the fuck the Chargers have, okay? So they were running their 40-yard dashes just in a puddle because they have an indoor facility, but it isn't 40 yards long, so they can't do a 40-yard dash inside.
Why don't they just use SoFi?
I don't know. These are things that I don't know the answers to. I don't know.
It's disappointing.
SoFi was probably booked out. Like Drake probably had like a private lunch or something. It was booked, but they were literally running in a fucking moat. Okay, we're running in a fucking creek. And let's just say Travis died coming off the ACL injury. It's unfair that they still made him run the 40. They should have been like, guys, no. Don't fucking run this, Travis. This is literally going to be the worst thing you do for your career. I don't have the official numbers, but it probably wasn't pretty. Okay, last thing. Quick Ohio State of the Union, Everett. Some Ohio State recruiting, Michigan more so recruiting news. A top 200 4-star running back from Cincinnati and a 3-star offensive tackle from Ohio who, quote, grew up as an Ohio State fan, both committed to Michigan. Shortly after these commitments happened, though, Ohio State received a crystal ball for a higher-ranked running back, voice crack, in the same class from Texas, James Peoples, in the top 100. Now, Michigan fans on Twitter are raving over how they're stealing OSU recruits. Oh my God, the world is ending. Ohio State's done. Ha! Everett, I want you to tell me what you think about this, but Ohio State never offered that offensive tackle. So I'm not really sure how you steal a player that we didn't want in the first place. Now, second thing, when it comes to running back, yes, Ohio State offered him. True. However, immediately after he commits to Michigan, these crystal balls for a higher ranked running back to Ohio State comes in. So what does that tell me? Ohio State picked the other running back over the guy who just committed to Michigan. So
yeah,
that's all I got to say.
Yeah. Seems like it was a career path choice.
Yeah, let's just say Jordan Marshall, the running back, he wanted to go to Ohio State like Donovan Edwards. The only issue is Ohio State didn't want him. So that's what it came down to. And
or he'd have to sit behind some more players.
Yeah, as you guys know very well, Donovan Edwards fucking terrifies me to death. But that's enough Ohio State union. Everett, are we here talking NFL or are we on to the second chance bracket? My second chance bracket's going to be very quick.
All right, run it quickly.
All right, I'm sticking with Alabama over Texas. I think Houston's got tough matchups with Miami and Texas, not going to lie. But I love Arkansas over UConn, and I love Gonzaga UCLA also. I was pretty like, UCLA is going to take this. I think that's just going to be a legendary basketball game. It's a rematch from 2 years ago in the Final Four, when your boy Jalen Suggs hit that game-winning buzzer beater shot. Your former teammate when you played varsity basketball in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, right.
So that's
he was on the bench behind me. Just saying.
There.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Drew Timmy's still there, and also
Armando.
Oh my God, Armando
fucking Baycott
officially confirmed that he will be returning for his senior year. This whole second chance bracket segment just got thrown out the window. Armando Baycott is back on North Carolina. I'm waiting for Caleb Love, and I'm waiting for Leaky Black to take his COVID year and come back for a 5th year. I know it's going to happen. Assemble the boys back together. RJ Davis, you better not even fucking think about going to the G League. Your ass is in Durham. No, Chapel Hill. Fuck. North Carolina, the boys are back together. I take full credit. North Carolina fans, you're welcome. I'm the reason Baycott is back. Baycott got so much love from when I posted that "How are you still in college?" post that he wants another one next year. That's why he's back.
He really wants to see how fucking far he can take it.
Yeah.
How long he can be in college
bad
for.
On me, but Memphis had a 26-year-old guy on their team who's older than Joe Burrow, older than Justin Herbert, older than Lamar Jackson. That's on me, guys. I'll put a finger up. That's on me.
Yeah, I think Armando got the feedback from what people were seeing in Outer Banks the new season. He was just like, fuck, I'm staying in college. The real world is not for me.
Yeah, tough year for North Carolina preseason. Number one, don't make the tournament. When you go to the championship game the year before, tough times. But Bama's winning the ship this year. Bama, Michigan State, Texas, Arkansas, Final Four, second chance, lock. And I also love Princeton +10. Oh my God, I love it. I love it so much. Love it so much. Okay, on to the NFL.
All right.
The bad man's gone, Everett. The bad man is fucking gone.
The bad man's either gone. Well, he is gone regardless. He's gone regardless. We keep reiterating that. Yes. The thing with the Jets, though, Jets just traded away Elijah Moore, signed Mecole Hardman. And I made this joke on Twitter, but the Jets are either loading up for Aaron Rodgers or they're trying to sign as many players as possible that can catch up to balls that Zach Wilson has horrifically overthrown.
Potentially catch up to those deep balls that he.
Well, yeah, I should say potentially because they're going to need
not going to catch it, but maybe
might have a chance. Maybe can get a fingertip on it.
It goes from 0% to 0.1% probability.
Yeah,
just want something positive going on in New York. But Mecole to the Jets, Elijah Moore to the Browns, a little bit of a pick swap. Jets get the number 2 pick. Browns get the Jets 3rd round pick or 2nd round pick. Jets have back-to-back picks in the 2nd round now. Everett, I hope you are not making a Jets draft video today because there's
I am not
pick in town.
I am not.
Okay.
Still sorting out the
nothing to worry about,
intangibles.
Everett. The bad man's gone.
I hope so, but we will see.
Done. It's
speaking of quarterbacks, though, somehow the Minnesota Vikings are the fourth furthest odds to getting Lamar Jackson, and I do not understand why.
Yeah, when I saw that, I think they had you guys at like +400.
Plus like 450, yeah.
What the fuck does it?
I'm not gonna lie. Like
Low key though, Everett. Hey, just forget all the logistics. Lamar Jackson on the Vikings.
I mean, would I like
just forget all the logistics?
Would I like a dynamic quarterback who's won an MVP and clearly is one of the best talents in the league? Fuck yeah, I would like it. But I'm not about to pay. I'm not about to pay him $50 million a year and give up 2 first rounders for him. This team is clearly not fucking ready for that. Kirk Cousins' contract is expiring next year. Like, you need to build out this team. That defense is not gonna. We don't know how it's gonna show up right now. And if you trade for Lamar Jackson, you're taking on that cap and you're giving up these first round picks that you need to help build out this team. I don't know how the fuck you're going to compete, because clearly we've seen even a top offense can't do shit when your defense is literally the worst in the league.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think you guys will be in this position, but I mean, shit. Imagine like Caleb Williams on the Vikings, right? Like that'd be fucking funny. I'm sorry, I just had to.
You just had it. Finger. I mean, yeah, that'd be absolutely disgusting, and I would give up whatever the fuck I have to be able to get that #1 pick next year, except for Justin Jefferson, obviously. But fuck, I get Caleb Williams on this fucking team. Yeah, give me that. But also, like, even this year, like, okay, got Kirk Cousins sitting for a year, right? Like, if you want to trade away, like, package Zadarius Smith, this year's first rounder, and like a first rounder next year, so technically still 2 first rounders, but you get extra picks on top of that, trade up and get like Anthony Richardson, some shit like that. It's fine with me.
Yeah.
That's fine with me, because I'm getting more, like, I'm getting shit in return other than just one player that's going to have a terrible fucking contract for my team.
Yeah, fair enough. I think you realize more than most people the harms of signing a quarterback to a very capped.
I don't think that there's harms if your team is ready for it, in a position for it. But if your team's not, then it's not going to work.
No, like, yeah, it's more so like shit.
Like, look, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl this year with a quarterback that's taking up what, like 30% of the cap space, which is a fuck ton. But the reason why they're able,
selfish asshole, god fucking dick.
The reason why they're able to win is because, 1, players want to play with him, so they're willing to take less to play with him. 2, they have so much draft capital that the players they get on lower contracts and play there for years. And so they're able to
bring up the fucking Chiefs. Let's stop talking about it.
Okay. Well,
thank you.
That's why.
Yeah. I fucking hate the Chiefs. God damn it. Why do you have to bring up? That just ruined my.
Well, the Chargers would be able to be in that state, except your GM.
Stop, dude. Why do you have to be so mean?
Well, I mean, your GM. I know you hate your GM too. Hey,
at least we got rid of the training staff, though.
Unnamed intern for Chargers GM.
Oh God, I'd love to.
Unnamed intern for Chargers GM.
He probably is the GM.
Input Waterboy Analytics. You might have the best front office in the NFL.
It's just, there's so many things going on.
All I want to say is, so far, every large trade that has happened this offseason, we have nailed perfectly. I have nailed perfectly. No matter how much shit I got for it, I am correct. That is Waterboy Analytics at its finest, and that is why you should subscribe, follow me on Twitter,
comment, rate us 6 stars, download the podcast.
Waterboy Analytics. Waterboy Analytics.
Yeah, no, we do the deep dive over here. Last thing I just want to bring up quickly. Oh, wait.
Sorry. I just want to comment. You and I do the deep dive. Our unnamed intern is too preoccupied with trying to figure out how to sell bucket hats.
I mean, they're fire, guys. Like, they are fire. We're not making any money off it, but they are fucking sick.
We're actually losing money because the unnamed intern.
He actually. Yeah. We actually have to pay him to promote the hat. It's really fucked up.
Well, no, we don't pay him. He just kind of. Oh, we do. Oh no.
That's been all the minus 3,000 charges, and that's.
You pay him $3K. Oh, we pay him 3,000. I forgot. We pay him in pesos.
Am I getting fucked here?
It's not coming out of my account, man.
I think you got to double check that. But okay.
No, it's not.
One thing I saw that I kind of loved, saw it floating around that the Vikings might be interested in Hendon Hooker. I actually fucking love
I
that,
love
Everett.
it if it's not in the first
Like
round.
third round. I don't
I
think
think that
Hendon's going
he's going second round.
I love that though.
If I'm the Vikings, and what we can get into this because I was still trying to figure out how to go about this, but for the Vikings draft wish list, if you're not able to get one of these couple players, and I'll say this later, trade down your pick, get more assets. So get multiple picks, get second rounders, get third rounders, just trade out of the first round to the top of the second round. You'll be able to get multiple players in that second round. They're still very talented. Hendon Hooker will be there. You can get him there. Shit, I'm even happy getting Stetson Bennett in the fifth. Like, that's a possible outcome that I have that I'm not opposed to either.
Okay. All right. Sure.
No, I'm not saying that he's going to be your future starter, but Kirk Cousins' contract obviously expires next year, and Nick Mullins is going to be here for a couple more years, but it might be nice to have an extra quarterback on the roster.
Yeah, I think Hendon Hooker.
No, Hendon Hooker, especially with a year to sit. I know he's older, and people are like, "Well, he's going to be 26." Dude, I don't give a fuck. Quarterbacks play until they're 39. Quarterbacks play until they're 39 right now, anyways. And obviously he's coming off an ACL tear and stuff like that, but most players come into their prime when they're like 27, 28. So we're starting him in the NFL with a year down to sit, coming into his athletic prime in the NFL. Might mean he has a shorter career, but I mean, I
necessarily have to put that label on him. I'm a Hendon Hooker stand.
Aaron Rodgers didn't start for like the first 5 years of his career, so he was like 27 when he actually started playing. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I think once again we say this fucking twice a month, but Patrick Mahomes just fucked over
everybody
conception or like he just ruined any type of patience when it comes to development.
Well, he did technically sit for a full year, but
no, yeah, but it's like you're expected to be great at year 2.
Yeah, no,
like
that's why people. It's like even with Jalen Hurts right now. Jalen Hurts in year 2, obviously he was
Josh
better.
Allen took like 3-4 years to really.
Jalen Hurts, obviously, I think this is year 3 for him. He obviously went to the Super Bowl, but I saw a tweet the other day that's being like, "Oh, look at Jalen Hurts in year 2, and then look at Justin Fields in year 2, and look at the comparison." The one stat that they were missing, by the way, was passing yards. They did not include the passing yards difference, and I assume that's for a reason because Justin Fields had like 2,000. But
if even,
yeah, fuck.
If
so,
I'm not sure if he even hit
look. All I want to say is he's on the Bears. I don't care if the Bears have DJ Moore. I don't care if Justin Fields runs for 1,000 yards. Unless he's on a different team, I do not think that that's going to be a prolifically good passing offense.
The thing about Justin is that this man, I'm not even trying to like be very biased here. This dude actually has a fucking strap. Like Justin's actually a very, very good quarterback.
Yeah, he just happens to.
Ohio State, he banged up his knee in like week 4 of his first season, and Ryan Day did not let him run anymore. Like no cut out.
Good for his legs though. Going to the NFL, the issue is now the Bears. The Bears essentially are using him like Derrick Henry.
The Bears are just like, oh shit, he can run. Like we can call quarterback design runs and it fucking works. Ohio State, like they weren't.
Yeah, except they literally are calling quarterback design runs as if they are fucking Derrick Henry. He's a quarterback. You don't want him to die.
Justin, if you sit him in the pocket and just make him, I guess, be like CJ Stroud, I can't believe I'm saying that, but if you just make him sit in the quarterback and be a pocket passer, he can do that. He can't do it.
The issue is he is on the Bears
and that coaching staff.
Had Justin Fields been picked by the Jets and the Jets front staff not been fucking stupid, maybe
the Niners,
maybe the Jets would be a Super Bowl contender right now and not be worried about getting Aaron Rodgers. Imagine,
Yeah, I mean,
imagine
decisions
if they
made.
fucking picked Justin Fields with that pick, dude. Imagine if the Jets had Justin Fields with a 2 pick.
And Garrett.
Holy
Oh, they had
shit.
Justin and Garrett.
Dude, just like
Even like
Jesus
the
fuck.
Niners, if you well, let's say even McCaffrey's not there, but just Debo, Kittle, Justin.
Like I don't understand what I know that Trey Lance is a big dude, but and obviously he got unlucky with injuries. But like if I'm your scout, if I'm your head scout, why the fuck am I whispering into John Lynch's ear, being like, you know what, like Justin Fields not that guy.
Go with the North Dakota State
guy. We got to go with the dude from NDSU, Carson Wentz. Trust me, bad things don't happen twice.
And it's like, I understand. Bro, it's like, if you look at some of the all-pro players, they didn't necessarily go to the highest or top ranked colleges. I get that, but it's just like, Justin Fields,
dude. Literally, I swear to God, it was the he's from Ohio State. He's from Ohio State, therefore he's gonna go.
Well, I also think people were just like, "Oh, Justin Fields, Ohio State. Oh, he can't throw. He can only."
I know we got Christian Darrisaw. I know we got Christian Darrisaw out of that draft with our pick when we decided to not trade up to get Justin Fields. But Rick Spielman, I'm never gonna fucking forgive you for that.
Yeah, unacceptable.
Although Christian Darrisaw, obviously, fucking gonna be the best tackle in the NFL next year, so I'm happy with that. But Justin Fields, fuck you. I'm not happy for Justin. Like I'm sad for Justin Fields.
No, once again, Bears, do what's right. Trade Justin Fields. Do what's right. Take Will Levis at 9. Do what's right.
I pray for Justin that his agents tell him to not resign with the Bears.
Yeah, don't, bro. Please don't.
Go to a contender. Go to a contender. Maybe
go to a place with nice weather, dude. Come on.
Maybe send the Rams. I don't know. Maybe they'll have picks by then. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, 2032. I think they
imagine Sean McVay.
They finally have their picks.
Imagine Sean McVay with Justin Fields, though.
I just love to see Justin with one of the top offensive minds in the NFL. I just love to see it. Right.
So the Commanders, I got you.
God, man, Jesus Christ, dude. No.
Well, they have Eric Bieniemy now. Put Justin Fields on the Dolphins.
Yeah. It's just Justin Fields on FedEx Field. That just sounds like a bad plan.
Yeah, that is RG3.
Niners, he'd probably be hurt too because all their quarterbacks get hurt. So
you can thank Mike McGlinchey for that one. He's not there anymore. He's okay.
Hurt on the Niners might be better than the Bears, though, right?
Yeah.
There's more upside there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My God. Okay, so last episode we went through a couple of these position draft rankings. Do you remember which ones we did? I know wide receivers. I believe we did corners, and we did defensive line.
Wide receiver, defensive lineman, and corners. I want to hear the left guard rankings, though.
It's all interior offensive line rankings, but I will do this for you.
I know.
Okay. Interior offensive line. What's the song that goes interior crocodile alligator? I drive a Chevy to a movie theater. This was like a TikTok sound a while ago.
I don't know what the fuck you just what?
Interior crocodile alligator.
Can you sing it in the tune of it? There's no way that's the tune.
Interior. I can't. I don't. Because it was like spoken, but it was with like an accent though, and I can't do the accent.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Okay,
that's on me, guys. That's on me.
Yeah. No cultural memory over there. Okay, all right.
Yeah, no. You spend 1 week in Mexico, everything's in one ear out the other. I can't remember anything right now.
Gone. This is why we don't take vacations. Okay, interior offensive line draft rankings. Here we go. Osiris Torrance, Steve Avila. Is it Avila or Avila? Do you know? TCU guy. I think it's a Villa. I think it's a Villa.
I don't know.
Villa. Okay. All right.
know.
Whatever. Do you know how? Just quick question. Do you know how to pronunciate the Michigan starting center's name?
Oh yeah.
Olusegun Oluwantimi, I think is what it is.
I think it's like motherfucker.
Olusegun.
Ola. God fucking damn it. I need to pull up his name. Oh, I'm pretty sure I just know. I think his last name's Oluwatimi. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Olawatimi.
I'm 90 Oluwatimi.
Okay.
90% sure.
Olawatimi. All right, hold on.
You could also honestly just say the Michigan Center.
Olawatami.
To be completely honest, I'm gonna be honest. He's really fucking good. Michigan, like
yeah, he is. He is. I am like. I'm gonna say a loose again. That's what I'm gonna say. A loose again.
All
right,
go for it. Or you could just call him 00.
007.
Hey, you got some choices here.
Yeah. I'm getting roasted either way, so I'm just accepting it. Okay. Yeah. Interior offensive line draft rankings: Osiris Torrance, Steve Avila, John Michael Schmitz, Joe Tippmann, Olusegun Olawatimi. Is it Olawatimi?
It's Olawatimi.
Watami.
I don't know them.
Olawatami. Okay.
Quote me on that.
Olusegun Olawatami, Andrew Voorhees, Luke Whippler, Chandler Zavala, Jackson Kirkland, and Juice Scruggs.
Oh, Juice Scruggs, of course.
Gotta have Juice Scruggs.
So as a USC Ohio State fan, I know a little bit about Big Whippler and Andrew Voorhees. Voorhees obviously just tore his ACL,
unfortunately, but still, outside of that, a great prospect. I mean, you saw he put up like 27 on one leg.
I think he put up like 30 plus.
Oh, well.
Like it was nuts.
Damn.
But this guy Voorhees, preseason for USC, everyone was raving all over him. He was the talk of the town. He was our best returning offensive lineman. He was dominant last year. Absolutely filthy. Voorhees, that's a Trojan right there. That's a Trojan lineman. You get that Trojan toughness out of him. I'm a big fan of Voorhees. Obviously, the ACL injuries.
Yeah,
I mean, god damn it,
sends him down a little bit, but I'd still take a flyer on him. I'd still take him early.
Honest, I'm kind of shocked how high people have Whippler going.
That's why I have him at 7. I think he's this.
I'm kind of shocked.
I don't think he's going to be that great.
I'm also really surprised how low 00 from Michigan is ranked. That guy was fucking good last year.
He's my third best center.
I think he's phenomenal. In my opinion, center last year I learned. Well, I knew this, but Corey Linsley, when he went out for the Chargers, oh my god, the whole fucking pre-snap is out the window. We have no idea who we're blocking. So
yeah, I mean, he is huge. He makes impact blocks. Like he's very good. That's why I'm a little bit disappointed.
Very smart too.
That we re-signed Garrett Bradbury because Garrett Bradbury is small, and we probably could have gotten 00 in like the 3rd or 4th round, 5th round. Even then, like that's a steal. That's a starting center right there.
Yeah, we'll take those. We'll take those. But overall, with this, I think there's a lot of good linemen in this class that you can get in later rounds too.
You know what? If we're going linemen, we're going tackles. Tackles next.
Okay.
Tackles NFL draft position rankings, tackles edition. Here we go. Paris Johnson Jr., Peter Skoronski, DeJuan Jones, Anton Harrison, Broderick Jones, Darnell Wright, Cody Mock, Blake Freeland, Matthew Bergeron, and Tyler Steen. If you can't tell, big fan of the Ohio State tackles. So Skoronski.
Now, I love you for that. I love you for that, Everett. I think it's amazing. When I think of DeJuan and Paris, obviously I have my history with them too, my boys. When I think of DeJuan Jones, I there's just so much inconsistency that he's shown since at Ohio State.
He's not going to be a first-round pick, but he will be a second-round pick, and he will go high.
I think he might actually go first.
So this is what I think is going to happen through my Waterboy analytics.
Like, I think Bengals might take him late.
I think they're not going to, because they have Orlando Brown now, and they have
didn't they just get rid of what's his face? Leal?
No, Leal's still there.
They didn't? Oh.
They're attempting to trade Jonah, whatever the fuck his name is, their first round pick from Jonah Williams. But I think that there's going to be 3 tackles taken off the board in the first round, and I think that it's going to be Paris Johnson Jr., Peter Skoronski, and Broderick Jones. I don't think Dewan's going. I don't think Anton Harrison's going. I don't think Darnell Wright will go. The rest of these ones, I think they're going to go later. I think Dewan will go in the second.
Paris Johnson, okay, let's say upside Dewan at his peak will probably be better than Paris. It's just, I know what I'm getting out of Paris.
Yeah.
Dewan, I hope he can handle a speed rush. I hope he's got that in his bag. I hope he does. He could take on a bull rush, but I'm not sure if he's blocking like fucking Nick Bosa off the edge. I'm not sure if he's blocking Micah. Like, I'm not sure about that one, Everett. I do love him though. Big Thanos, Dewan, I love you. I love you so much. It'd be an honor to meet you. Also, the largest helmet in college football history belongs to him. He has like a special like 5XL. Riddell said it was the largest helmet we've ever made for a college football player.
I didn't even know that they made custom helmets like that. All right, the final position group we'll be doing. Final position group we'll be doing linebackers. Here we go.
Are we not doing the mock draft? We saving that
position group. Final position group.
But we're saving the team mock draft.
Yes. Yes, I think we're gonna start that next week.
Okay. So last one, linebackers, and we're talking interior linebacker, inside linebackers here.
Yes, correct? Because I include the edges with the D line.
Got it. Okay.
So now, I mean, they could play Sam or Mike or whatever. Like, I mean, Will. Like, I'm just assuming that it's non-blitzing. Like, it's just any of these linebackers could be playing in the interior. Like I'm thinking like a 3-4. Like these could be like your 2 linebacker on the inside.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Linebackers, NFL draft position rankings. Jack Campbell, Diane Henley, Drew Sanders, Dorian Williams, shout out the wave, Ivan Pace Jr., Noah Sewell, Trenton Simpson, DeMarvion Overshone, Henry 202, and Cam Jones.
Shout out the wave.
Shout out the wave.
Respectful, you put him 4th. But I personally had him listed as my number 1 linebacker on my rankings. But yeah, forget everyone else. So we just Dorian Williams. Okay, Dorian Williams. He ran a 3.840.
Sorry, hold on. Honorable mention Nick Anderson. Okay, now you're good.
So Dorian Williams, he ran a 3.840, fastest ever recorded. He has an 89-inch vertical, 5-yard. Wait, no, that's shitty. A 15-yard broad jump, and set the record for fastest 10-yard split in NFL Combine history. So this guy is gonna put you on the map.
This guy fucks.
Probably. We might need to ask him a little more about that.
Well, that was not the intention of that statement, but yes.
I assume he does. But Dorian Williams, this is the guy. Now, we might be a little biased towards Tulane players. I don't think so. Maybe
I don't think so at all. You know, the Waterboy Awards were very unbiased, and they were thought of for every player.
Yeah, we don't even know what biases are. But Dorian Williams, this is your guy. It's just good to see Tulane getting the love they deserve. That's all I got to say.
Yeah,
Trout would have been number 1 pick in this draft if he.
I mean, yeah, obviously. But maybe he'll work himself up to being right after Caleb this next year. Who knows? But yeah, Dorian, I think he's going to be a great player. He's a fucking athlete. He is a physical specimen, great athlete. Any team that picks him is going to have basically a giant moldable ball of clay to make whatever they need out of him. So, great pick. A lot of these other players like Trenton Simpson, I know a lot of people have him rated really highly. I think that while he is great, I think that Ivan Pace and Noah Sewell both have better prospects of becoming great linebackers over him. I think that there's a little bit better ceilings for them rather than floors. I think Trenton Simpson is a big floor guy. But that doesn't mean he's bad. Like when I make these rankings, it doesn't mean that I think any of these players are going to be bad. I just think that for immediate impact Saints and for developmental factors, there's certain aspects that might be a bit better.
Yeah, I also think something that I like to look at linebackers, multiple year starters. I feel like linebackers is one of those positions where you kind of need to get multiple reps at linebacker to really fucking start coming into your own. You're not just going to pick this shit up on the fly in practice. So Dorian Williams, 3-year starter now, Everett. He has played, I think I have this number correct. He has played over 2,000 snaps in his career at Tulane.
He has been a starter for, I think, all of his time here.
Yes, but I think that's a very important thing. I feel like linebacker is one of those positions where that shit's got to be just etched into your mind when you got to go downhill or when you got to drop in coverage. So I'm a fan. We love Dorian Williams. We're massive fans. I like the Jack Campbell #1 linebacker.
I think that he's a little bit underrated. I know that people have other people above him, but I think that he's the best linebacker in this draft. But I also don't think that any linebacker is going to be taken in the first round.
I just see Jack Campbell playing for the AFC North. He just seems like an AFC North linebacker.
Big AFC North guy.
Yeah, he seems like he'd be on the Browns, Bengals, Ravens, Steelers. Oh yeah, he's going to the AFC North 100%.
Real quick, just want to make this statement. Nick Anderson, it's about 5'9", 5'10". 21 bench press reps as a linebacker. Also a 10-1 broad jump at 5'9". Pretty good fucking numbers. Great in the cone drill, great in the linebacker drills. So I think that anybody gets him getting a steal. He's a fucking leader. So
I also, something I'd think about, like, why the fuck don't they measure squat at the comp? Do they measure? Why don't they?
I don't think they do.
What, like,
well, I don't really think there's ever anything that you need to do you're never squatting people, so it doesn't make sense.
Everything's all like for linemen, it's all legs. That's what you
drive. I guess they're more thinking about like the push off to get somebody off. I understand
bench press, like I get, kind of locking out, but
yeah, it's not the same.
It's more so legs. Like maybe pick it up. Maybe we should start doing
some squats. Yeah. Maybe you should be doing some squats.
I truly think that'd be a better measurement for linemen.
At least do it for linemen, D linemen.
Yeah, the fuck?
They don't do reaction tests either. Like you should be doing the thing with the lights.
How quickly they get out of their stance. I want to see how quickly they can get their second foot down. I swear that's fucking important.
But I'm more so talking like obviously they check reaction, like okay, like how fast you respond to like when they say like go for like the position drills. I'm talking like those like it's a game where you have like the board in front of you and it's hit the one when the light comes up, like literally just hit like that and you get a time. Like they should be doing that. Like if I'm a scout, if I'm a coach, when they come in for my interviews, I'm doing that. I'm making them take that.
Also, it's just like, when is a offensive lineman ever running 40 yards straight in a play?
When they're running to celebrate in the end zone for a touchdown?
Literally. Like, might happen twice a game if your running back busts off a fucking
if the
wide receiver catches a 7-yard pass, they ain't running down the field.
Maybe if you're Penei Sewell or Trent Williams trying to seal a block, or Panay is catching a pass out of the right side of the line.
40 yards downfield.
I'm not gonna lie, if Panay didn't slip on that fucking catch, he could have fucking bulldozed his way 40 yards down the field with the Vikings defense.
It's just like I want to know squat, and I want to know how quickly you can get out of your stance. I think those are measurables that are really important.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sure
I agree.
How you can
last thing that I have to go over. Rankings came out the other day. I don't know if you saw this.
Of what? Rankings of?
This is from gambling.com. Okay. Never heard of that before,
Great
but
website name. Holy
yeah,
shit.
never heard of it before. But I'm gonna trust that this is accurate. All right. I'm just gonna trust and their unnamed interns over there. Okay. This was a rating of the most negative fan bases on social media in the NFL.
See this.
Chargers, not that bad. You guys are 22 out of 32.
Also, after this, highlight specifically the Twitter percentage numbers, but keep going.
Yeah. Somehow the Eagles, not bad either. The Eagles still up there, but they're 10. Okay. Lions, surprisingly, are at 4. Bengals, surprisingly, are at 2. Texans, I understand being at 8. I get your pain. The ineptitude of your franchise is horrific. Jaguars somehow being last. That just might be because they don't have fans, but
thank you for not taking a shot at my team for not having fans. But I mean, shit, when you win a playoff game, you got nothing to complain about.
Yeah. The Minnesota Vikings are the most toxic negative fan base among all social media, resting at number 1 with a average negative rate of 20% of the tweets coming out of the fan base being negative. Now, Grant asked me to specifically talk about Twitter. Obviously, nobody gives a shit about Facebook posts. I don't really know who cares about Reddit posts. I'm personally not looking at the Reddit pages. Maybe I should be. The Minnesota Vikings are 17% higher than any other team when it comes to negative Twitter posts. The Vikings
17?
average 17% higher than the next closest negative rate for a team. 37% of all tweets that come out of Vikings fan base on Twitter are negative tweets, are toxic tweets.
Especially after last season.
I'm not going to lie. It makes sense given last season, because half the fucking time for 2 quarters, you towards the end of quarter 1 and then for quarter 2 and 3, you're just sitting here like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we so ass?
That meme of the timeline of the game, like the first smidgen, like, yay, my team.
Yeah, and then that gets, gets reused.
And then the whole section is like, what the fuck is going on?
And then it's your fucking heart rate, and then the fourth quarter, it's like, oh, we're okay.
Is, oh my god, we
won. Yeah, and that's pretty much the average. If it was based off of just last season, like especially just in game, that kind of makes sense, because there was no fucking team that had the shit that happened to us happen to them. So I understand that, but as a general basis, like, there is so much infighting in Vikings Twitter. It's fucking hilarious. Nobody knows what they want. Somebody says one thing, somebody counter argues them, then calls them dumb, among other words. And yeah, it's just the infighting isn't just limited to the Vikings moves either. It's also just people taking shots at other fans in general. But then there comes the offseason moves where everybody's really excited for the offseason. Like, I want this. Like, I'm really just excited to see what the Vikings do. Like, I fully trust them, everything. And then the very first thing that happens whenever the Vikings do something in the offseason, everybody's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's just hilarious, because they're basically being like, I trust our front office. I trust Kwesi. I trust Rick Spielman, whatever. I'm just excited to see what they do. And it doesn't matter what the first move would be, because every single time the first move happens, Vikings fans are just absolutely complaining about everything. So I'm not surprised. What I am surprised about are certain other teams. But yeah.
Also, breaking news: Ohio State Pro Day measurements have come in. Everett, I want you to guess how large CJ Stroud's hands are. Obviously, the most important thing that we measure in quarterbacks. Guess how big his hands are.
11 inches.
That's very big. 10 and 1/8 inches. Fucking solid. Solid. No concerns there. He can hold on to the ball. This is just the absurd shit. DeJuan Jones, big Thanos. He has 11 inch 5/8, 11 and 5/8 inch hands. Now I'm not sure how like effective that is as a lineman. Maybe it can help him.
That's good though, because you got a lot of space.
But I'm just talking NBA compared.
That's like Shaq's hands
compared to NBA hands.
It's like Shaq hands. That's probably like Kawhi Leonard. That's probably like Kawhi Leonard's hands.
Like
I think Kawhi Leonard has 12 inch hands.
I just gotta take a quick check. Largest hands in. Oh my god, he has bigger hands than Kawhi.
Does he actually? It's like 11 3/4.
11 and 1/4. He's 11 and 5/8. He's messing with the wrong ball, baby. Go to the NBA, DeJuan. No one can fucking box you out, bro. He's in the wrong sport. You got to go to the NBA, DeJuan. What the fuck are we doing? Ohio State basketball could have used you last year.
Look how big Shaq's hands are.
Yeah.
See how big Shaq's hand. So I'm thinking about with the videos where he has the water ball in his hand and it looks like literally a tiny little, like almost like a toy.
Shaq's hand span 11 and 3/4, so slightly larger than
slightly
DeJuan's.
Bigger.
So DeJuan has Shaq hands. Yeah. That's the only thing we had to talk. JSN ran a sub 4.5, but who fucking cares? Jones, baby.
Imagine if Shaq was the center in the NFL.
Oh, I was the way you said imagine if Shaq was center, I was like Everett. But
I'm not that dumb, bro.
Well, good luck. That's a high center of gravity. He'd get his ass pulled over every single play. He won't be low enough.
Do you think that Shaq would have been as good as he was in the NBA in any other sport?
I don't think so. He's like for basketball, there's nobody that big who could move like him when he was young. If he was playing football, I'm not sure. I actually think he might be better off at tight end than tackle if he was playing football. And I'm thinking more so
being a 7-footer.
No, I know it wouldn't work out, but like I think 7-foot tackle is just too big. I think that is too big.
I mean, you're gonna get injured pretty fucking quick.
That too. I wasn't even looking at it from that angle, but I'm literally just thinking by the time Shaq gets out of his stance, the defensive lineman might be 3 steps by.
I'm not gonna lie. If Shaq kind of skinnied up a little bit and got a little bit faster, having
early Shaq, young Shaq.
Yeah. Having a 7-foot tight end. Oh my god, that's essentially. I mean, it's
kind of
all,
like
all I want to say is, Darnell Washington is 6'7" and is fast as shit. So whatever team gets him, which right now I have him mocked to the Lions, and I will very, very, very sad if that happens.
Oh my god, could you imagine them?
I'm at least happy that Jared Goff is his quarterback.
And they just got which running back did they just sign?
Miles Sanders?
No. Miles Sanders on the Panthers.
Who did they just get?
They just got a new guy because they're not re-signing.
They got somebody. Oh, it was David Montgomery.
Oh, Monty.
It was Monty.
Yeah, I'm not that hyped for that. But yeah,
fucks up. Anybody who's sitting with DeAndre Swift in dynasty leagues is very sad. So
Swift, god damn, Jesus, forgot about him.
Yeah, talented guy, but clearly it doesn't matter. Anyways, we've got a huge episode coming up next Tuesday, so make sure you guys tune in for that. We are going to be interviewing one of our picks, one of our selections from the wide receiver position rankings for this year's NFL draft. We will be interviewing an NFL draft prospect and former Waterboy guest, Shohei Wyatt. So make sure you tune in for that.
Returning Waterboy.
Yes. With that, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Rate us 5 stars. You can find us out on TikTok, YouTube, and on Twitter at Waterboy Pod. You can find me and Grant at our own handles right down below here. Please make sure to subscribe on YouTube, like, comment, share with your friends. Download the podcast on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars. With that, Waterboy's out.